Beth Wietrukowski with Michael Saunders and Company. This is a question I get a whole lot from buyers and from sellers. As you all know, we are in a very strong secondary home market, which means a lot of people who buy houses here are going to be snowbirds. Or what they're doing is they're buying pre-retirement. They're going to retire in a year or 2 years or what have you. And what they're going to do is come back and forth until they actually do retire. So how does this work? If you want to own two houses or not is essentially how this works. Now, a lot of the people who do come down here and buy sometimes a temporary second home. In other words, they're going to use it as a vacation property, hi Janine, until they get down here permanently, and then they'll step up and get something bigger. A lot of those people will have some money set aside. And hi Corey, and they will then be able to purchase in cash. Sometimes what happens is that you can actually get a loan on a second property, and this is possible. Hi Rocky, you can own more than one property with mortgages. Or if you already have your northern house completely paid off, you can still get a mortgage down here on your second property. That's option number 2, okay? What you need to do is get in touch with a really fantastic lender, and I just happen to know one. And what she'll do is she'll run all your numbers. And she'll say, okay, because it's a second home, you need to put X amount of dollars down. Because it's a second home, this is what your payment is going to be. Because it's a second home, we need to do this with your first property. She'll run all of that for you and decide if it is indeed a comfortable proposition for you. So what if that's not an option? What if you have to sell your house? That's also doable. That doesn't mean you can't be down here looking. So what that means is this: if you need to sell your house, whether it's here and you're moving maybe from one neighborhood to the next, maybe Lakewood Ranch to Palmer Ranch or something like that, you can still do this. You list your house for sale, and then you can start looking. Because of the way our market currently is, which means we're ahead of the rest of the nation a bit. Y'all have heard that there's probably going to be a market slowdown in housing around 2020. What that basically means is that our pricing increases are not going to be as dramatic as they have been. We've got more inventory, at least down in Florida. We have more inventory than we've had in the past. So there are more sellers, yay for you buyers. So that also affects how our pricing is. Whereas 2 years ago, we didn't have enough inventory, and that meant, loss of supply and demand. That meant that pricing was high, right? This is all numbers. So let's say you need to sell your house. That's okay. Get your house listed. The best thing you can do is put your house on the market. That way, when you do come in and you say, oh my gosh, I love this house, I have to have it, you have a property already listed. This doesn't mean that your seller down here is going to accept it, but I can guarantee you that if you come down here and you put an offer on a house with the contingency that you have to sell your other house and you're not even listed, nobody's even going to look at that offer, because that doesn't make you look very serious. So that's what we do. The best thing you can do is wait to put an offer on the house when you already have an offer on your house. That actually puts you in the best position. And because of the way our inventory is now, we're seeing more and more sellers accepting these contingent offers based on the sale of your current property. So basically what this means is, if you're gonna buy here and you still need to sell your property, that's okay. Let's take a look at the market. Let's take a look at what's available so you have an idea of where you wanna hone in on. Make sure your property is listed. And then that way, when you get that contract, we can move a little bit faster, because chances are we're gonna have 30 to 45 days to find you a house. And you don't wanna leave your zoning in on where you wanna be to the last minute, okay? So let's go ahead and take a look. Let's find out where your comfortable price point is, because you can still talk to a lender and find out where your comfortable price point is going to be based on the sale of your house. You can still run some numbers, okay? And again, my fabulous lender can do that for you. And then once you get a contract on your property up north, or even here, wherever it is, then we start looking, and then we can put an offer in on something, because we'll say we're under contract Our inspection period is going to be over on X date. We're going to close on X date. We're going to close with you on X date, and this can be done. And we can line everything up so that you can go from your current property to your next property. There are ways to do this. So what do we need to do? You need to talk to me. Let's get your property listed, or let me find somebody up north to list your property. I've got a network of fantastic realtors that I can connect you with. Let's get you listed so that you have some buying power. Let's get you talking with a lender, because if you're going to take that money and use it as a down payment, let's get you talking to a lender so that you know where your comfortable price point is down here, and then we can start narrowing down where you want to land. It is completely doable. Hi, Erica. So don't worry, if you need to sell in order to buy down here, there is a process that this will work for you, and we can make it happen. So anyways, today is going to be a beautiful day. That's just my little thing on the intricacies and the timeline for selling and buying, which I know is very, very stressful for a lot of people, but trust me, I can help you with this and we can get it done. So today is going to be a beautiful day, another gorgeous beach day. Welcome to paradise. Wear your sunscreen and stay hydrated, and I will be back here on Wednesday. If you have any questions about the selling to buying process, throw it in the comments or PM me, and I'm happy to answer it. If you have any questions about real estate in general, throw it in the comments or PM me, and I will make sure I answer it and or we tackle it next week. On Wednesday, which is when I'll be back here again. So have a great day, everybody, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.